Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be reviewing the EVGA CL11 CPU cooler. This cooler is a budget CPU cooler priced at $57. At the time of purchase, it was the cheapest cooler on Amazon, about $50 flat, but prices have gone up a little bit. In the box, you get an Intel mounting bracket and backplate that is adjustable for 11.5x, 2011, 2066, and 1366 sockets. Mounting screws for the sockets, so one for the 2011, 2066 sockets and one for the 11.5x, 1366 sockets. There are also adhesive strips to fasten the backplate. I don't generally use these because it makes it hard to get the backplate off. It also includes washers, short screws, and long screws that you use to install the radiator. The cooler comes with pre-applied thermal paste at the bottom of the cooler. This cooler does not have any out-of-the-box support for AM4, and at the price, I would not recommend buying this cooler and also buying separate hardware to make it work with AM4. Unlike most CPU coolers, this one decides to opt out of the ever-consuming RGB craze. This makes things tough for the CPU cooler because of the Cooler Master LC120E that has RGB on the fan and the cooler and a few dollars cheaper. This cooler is very understated with the simple EVGA logo on the angled pump top. For some reason, to me, the pump top looks like the Witch King of Angmar's helmet. Don't ask me why. The tubes are made out of a fairly flexible rubber, which isn't as good looking as sleeve tubes, but much better than plastic. The cooler has a standard Asetek Slim 120mm radiator and a copper base plate on the pump. Installation was very easy on this cooler. The mounting hardware is simple and straightforward. All you have to do is set the correct size socket, pop in the correct screws in the hole, and screw it onto the backplate. As for noise levels, the cooler's pump is inaudible above my almost quiet fans. Onto performance testing, I tested this against my Enermax Liquid Fusion 240mm area cooler. I would have loved to test it against another 120mm cooler, but I didn't have one on hand. Yeah, this is like I have like 4 coolers and 2 of them are air coolers. So yes, I tested it on a 6-core 12-threaded Xeon X5650, which is overclocked to 3.6 GHz. For the testing program, I used OCC heavy dataset for 20 minutes. I know that typically I should go longer, but this is a fair comparison because they're both AIOs. The CL11 in my testing reached about a max of 64 degrees Celsius, and that is at a little spike, a minor spike, sort of typical high was about like 62 degrees. And on the Enermax Liquid Fusion, I reached a max about 51 degrees. I think for the price, this cooler is definitely worth it, with performance numbers only about 12 degrees off a high-end 240mm cooler. This cooler is quiet, easy to use, and has very good overall build quality. It might not be the prettiest cooler, but it's definitely worth checking out if you are in the market for a budget AIO. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this review or thought it was good, I would really appreciate if you leave a like. If you didn't like this, then feel free to leave a dislike. But maybe consider subscribing if you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.